hesitant. I was a little hesitant to choose this as react, but I think this is going to elicit some pretty strong emotional reactions from me and from us. So I think we should react to it because I think it's also important to know that this is happening. So this is a video about animal mistreatment happening frequently on YouTube. Yeah. So, yeah, Nox, I'd say get it ready. But the reason why I want to react to this is because plenty of people watch my stuff on YouTube. And if this is what I think it is, I think more importantly, it's that this gets out there so more people can see it. No, if nothing else, it's important that this gets out for people to see. Even if I'm raging the whole time and ready to kill someone, it's important that this gets out there so people are aware of it. That is my driving factor behind reacting to this video. So...
Why you getting my blood boiling? Gonna need tissues too.
You might need both, but you know what? It's... Chat, gird your loins, get ready to rage. Let's do this.
Wow.
Hey, my bowl of... Wait, what the f*** are you...
Yeah, what? Are these fish dead? Are these fish in these eggs dead? 'Cause these guys didn't look like they were moving.
Wow.
Hey.
They didn't look like they were moving. They weren't dead yet? Yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be a hard one. Let's persevere, chat. Let us persevere.
Hey, my bowl of... Wait, what the f*** are you doing? And why is this on YouTube? Today we're going to talk about a topic which made me so angry that I'm not even gonna do an intro. Instead I'll have my cat P2 do it. Alright, now that I've used the vulnerable cuteness of my pet cat to attract all of you guys' attention, there has always been something so sinister and inhumane about people nefariously using
I fear it might have been
personal gain, which we as a human species are seemingly best at. Don't believe me? Just watch this 3-minute video which has earned an estimate of $800,000. And it's a video where some douchebag just puts like these innocent pet animals in a small plastic egg I couldn't even fit my hand in.
Wow.
Oh god, they are alive.
Now,
what the fuck?
Imagine 5 ducklings being pressed together in just one of those eggs. Well, you don't have to, because he does that right here. He has like an entire SeaWorld aquarium worth of fish smushed to...
Okay, so fortunately it looks like it's not fluorinated water. That looks like a very small self-contained space that probably has fresh water into it. That's my bet. So thankfully it looks like he didn't do it thankfully looks like he didn't do chlorinated. Did it?
He has like an entire SeaWorld aquarium worth of fish smushed together in these eggs.
Llama? It might have. It might have. And morals. Jesus. What the hell was... Oh god, I was in front of it. Tangia puts that right where I'm currently standing. I should put Tangia. Okay, let me do this so I don't miss any more. I had Tangia behind me by mistake. I put Tangia in front of me now. Uh, Evil Maxwell. I unfortunately I was covering it. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that's where it populated. Uh, wait, yeah, yeah. Why is YouTube allowing this? Allowing nude yoga, allowing see-through try-on holes, but they hate guts. And I got a feeling it's gonna get worse.
But then drops them into a pool that is somehow even more shallow to swim in than the claustrophobic prison eggs he was first keeping them in.
Oh my god!
Please.
What the actual fuck? Look at that! That fish can't even fully submerge! Oh, that's sick!
Help me, it's driving me insane. This goldfish is barely able to submerge in the pool. You can clearly see it struggling to move and breathe.
Jesus!
What? Didn't want to invest the extra dollar to use one more bucket of water to at least prevent these fish from experiencing suffocation? Oh wait, no. They were already suffocating in the eggs you didn't even bother drilling an air hole in. Because unbeknownst...
Oh my. Why must you attack me with my own kind?
To some, just like me, after an entire day of filling my room with carbon dioxide while being chronically online, fish also need fresh air so that they can extract oxygen out of the water they swim in. And if that's not bad enough, he just dumps these 5 ducklings in between all of the barely submerged sea creatures, so they obviously try to eat the fish, as well as poop everywhere, and there's not nearly enough space in this water for these fish to prevent duck shit being smeared all over them. A viewer actually sent me this video a while ago, and the first time I watched it, I remember it had been a long time since I felt both as physically angry and repulsed watching a video on YouTube. Not just because of what was going on in the video itself, although that's already bad enough. What really tipped me over the edge was seeing that this got 172 million views and was uploaded to YouTube Kids, which is...
What the actual fuck? YouTube said that was kid friendly. Someone call Anakin. He needs to redirect away from the younglings. Anakin, I got a better target for you than the younglings. Sadistic intent. I hope to God YouTube sees my reaction and tracks down that channel and takes it the fuck down. Oh, 6, don't. Oh, no. Okay.
Supposed to be a highly regulated version of YouTube
Yeah.
with strong enforcement when it comes to content safety. I doubt that a close to 200 million viewed video with 455,000 dislikes has never been reported before. In fact, I reported the video on 5 separate accounts over the past month, yet it's still on YouTube Kids because nothing has happened.
Why?
But so knowing that the person behind this channel had generated the equivalent of a 1-bedroom apartment in the middle of Manhattan.
Drive, and the excuse for that one is consuming live octopi is an actual practice in some Asian countries. So that's probably the rationale why YouTube does not take that down, because it is a practice in some Asian countries. And Toast, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Try not to cry.
Manhattan and ad
Humans
revenue,
like this are why I tried to take over the world.
You know what? Bring it. Omni-Man, I for one welcome our, I forget what race he is, overlords.
3-minute video of him suffocating some fish and ham-fisting 5 ducklings into plastic Kinder Egg and got away with it on a more strict and regulated version of YouTube? I had a hunch that this was just the tip of an iceberg of animal abuse.
Okay,
I
Shadow.
want to investigate, but had to since I have too much self-respect to see an animal be abused and look the other way. And after a month of research, I'm glad I didn't look the other way because I was right. That video was just the tip of the iceberg. The
Oh, no.
social media animal abuse iceberg. Yep, social media animal abuse has gotten so bad that I've had to make an iceberg on it. If that surprises you,
Why is he blurring it out? What? Why? The... Oh, it's 6. I've got suggestions shut down for the time being because I've got so many in there. I've got to weed them down. Why has he got these blurred out though? I wonder if YouTube spanked him for this, and so he had to blur out like channel names or something. Up volume? Okay.
it also surprised me.
Because
Yet,
Pete is a corrupt
here we
organization,
are. Now, even
Jameson.
though I think all forms of animal abuse are bad, I had to create this iceberg because there is a clear distinction in between every level, and the deeper we go, either the more extreme, secretive, or inhumane the abuse gets.
I didn't take it down. I've just temporarily closed the chat o'clock because I've got so many in there right now. I need some time to dig through them.
And the more I hope the channels I talk about get permanently banned. If you have a keen eye, you might have noticed that I also colored the iceberg red. This was done for 2 reasons. Because screw you, global warming, stop turning my iceberg into lava. And because red is the color of anger, the predominant emotion I felt throughout making this entire video. Anyways, let's start with the iceberg.
No!
Your
God!
iceberg.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Chat, I will say, if it gets too bad, I will kill it early. I will kill the video early if it gets too bad.
Larized from their innocence after watching this entire video. Level 1 of the iceberg is probably known to some of you because it's pretty popular these days and has been plaguing the surface of social media for years. And that is unusual, exotic and wild animal clout influencers. These are creators who use undomesticated, exotic or wild animals for views and in the process will often abuse them.
But Freddy really doesn't want me to hold him. He really doesn't like the grass either. I think it might be a little bit too cold for him. This is why we wanted to wear your coat. Hey, just relax.
Because, well, how do you capitalize on your average cat and dog if there are already more silly cat and dog videos on the internet than there are atoms in the observable universe? The answer is you don't. Instead, you buy a wild or exotic animal like a capybara, illegally ship them across the border, and then force them into princess clothing, put a ring on that thing, and treat them so well that every time they do appear in one of your TikToks, they tend to uncomfortably pin themselves against the wall as—
Yeah, this capybara is terrified right now. This capybara is terrified. Look at how he's pressing into that corner. No, hard drive, he doesn't care. That's the thing. This guy does not fucking care. He cares about the clout that this animal is going to provide him.
as far away from you as possible. And then, you'll earn hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in views. Unrelated to this extremely specific example, this is Kyle Thomas, one of the most followed and richest influencers in the UK. And he got to that point through the constant uploading of wild and exotic animal TikToks.
And right here we have my pet Brazilian striped knee tarantula. Right here we have my pet tree frog. His name is Pog. This is one of my 2 pet sugar gliders. My 2 pet monkeys. Mini zoo. Make sure to like for a part 2.
Which as expected.
Oh, I missed it. I heard it, but I missed it. I was trying to see the monkey cages.
2 pet sugar gliders. My 2 pet monkeys.
Dang
Mini
it.
zoo.
Yeah. This is the size of the cage for monkeys. Like, what the fuck? Oh, Luna Panthera morals? Yeah, Luna Panthera, that's a situation where, like, they bring Luna out into the woods and she just runs free. That's one of the rare situations, one of the rare cases of, like, a YouTuber having a quote-unquote exotic pet, but actually treating the animal properly. Eki, I don't know. He probably doesn't. He probably just throws whatever shit he can think of.
Make sure to like for a part 2.
Which, as expected, earned him a ton of money, as well as a ton of controversy. From mistreating them for views.
Psych, just kidding, my new catchphrase is, I don't give a fuck!
Despite appearances, tarantulas are actually very fragile, and a fall from just a few inches could injure a tarantula's sensitive abdomen and even prove fatal, even when falling on top of a soft surface. To purchasing land to build an exotic sanctuary/zoo.
I'm building my very own zoo and I've just bought the land to put it on.
Just to end up selling the area again and then stuffing all of the animals he was gonna put there in his backyard shed. The controversy which infuriated me the most was with his capybara that I mentioned earlier, which he and his mom did illegally smuggle across the border from England to Northern Ireland.
Okay, why wasn't he arrested? Wait. Hang on, was he arrested?
Did illegally
Irish TikToker whose mother smuggled copyright in Northern Ireland, England from Cambridge sparked row with 3 people convicted of breaching new Brexit rules. 3 people have been convicted in relation to
Put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Out right to jail right away.
Agreed. Okay, it doesn't say if she's in jail.
Across the border from England to Northern Ireland and just milked millions and millions.
Bang, 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 bang!
Everyone cuddle your pets and show them love during this.
Yes, 100% absolutely. I'd cuddle mine, but she's curled up in her cat tree sleeping, so I'm not gonna bother her.
Of TikTok views out of because it's just so cute and definitely doesn't look extremely distressed in every single one of his TikToks. But you know what they say, what doesn't kill you might make you TikTok famous. Except in this case, the capybara fucking died 2 weeks later. Yeah, which is heartbreaking because that's what happens when you buy a wild animal without being able to take proper care of them. But since it can make you social media rich, there.
God damn it. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be arrested. Okay, Tysel, have a good night's sleep. Yeah, big dog, very likely from stress. Very, very likely from stress. Oh.
Many creators like Kyle Thomas. Another example is Sammy Grant, because she got caught using her TikTok exotic animal petting zoo as a front to advertise her breeding and selling of exotic animals. Because for every TikToker buying wild animals for views, there are hundreds of viewers who watch those TikToks and think to themselves, "Aww, that's so cute. Can I have a wild, untamed feral fennec fox, please?" To then buy one and get completely ripped to shreds because in reality they don't like being pet, cuddled, or handled by their owners. And Cammy tries to hide behind the excuse of trying to educate her viewers on how the animals she shows in her TikToks are wild and aggressive and shouldn't just be bought, while simultaneously showing the cutest footage she has of that animal.
And then breeding and selling. Fucking hell. Yes, the fennec fox is fucking adorable. It is unquestionably adorable.
Cheer 100, I'm sorry.
Smuggery talking about how she like breeds and sells these animals to. Yeah, that's what he said. She's breeding and selling these animals.
and selling them on her website.
Let's talk about everyone's favorite animal, the fennec fox. Fennec foxes get around 2 to 3 pounds. They do not get big at all. Wise, these guys are very destructive. They will rip holes in your couches, they rip blankets, they love ripping up their toys, they will definitely dig holes in your wall. They are very, very hyper. They keep going and
Translation: you should not ever have one as a pet. I'm sorry, anybody on YouTube watching this and is hearing this? Allow me to translate for you. Don't own one as a pet. They are not animals that can work in a domestic environment. They are wild animals for a reason. Do not buy one. Ever.
keep going. They always run around. I barely see them sleep. If they do sleep, they only sleep for about 10 minutes and they go back to being hyper. Also, do not recommend these guys as pets.
This little guy's name is Pitou, also known as the average house cat. Don't let this
Correct,
lazy
Shadow.
sack of cute potatoes fool you though. At just a touch, he'll bite your arm off, light it on fire with its laser eyes, and do a ritualistic dance around its charred remains to offer your soul to Amazon.
Okay, this cat's expression is the epitome of, dude, I am so done with this. Put me the fuck down. This is so much of a, I am done with this right now.
On CEO Jeff Bezos. Who's a little murderous maniac? You are. If you want to buy one, you can do so on my website. Don't do it though. Don't you do it. Also, please don't buy any of our zebras, camels, kangaroos or wallabies, reindeer, sugar gliders, hedgehogs, fennec foxes, horses or donkeys, or sulcata tortoises. 3 of these types of animals are either vulnerable, endangered, or close to extinction, by the way. But hey, after being exposed for using her exotic petting zoo as a front to breed and sell exotic animals, you can't buy anything on it anymore. Unless if you just use their contact us button, then you can just be a moron who can't even spell the names of the animals correctly, but they'll still offer to sell you some anyway.
So getting around it. Fucking hell. Yeah, so skirting the issue. Because of course, just like on Twitch, they're always trying to get around the rules somehow. Becky, simple reason. Money. For her anyway, it's about money. For the people that are buying them, they don't have a fucking clue what they're getting into. They don't have a clue. All they see is cute, adorable animal me want. That's it.
Oh, no.
She's still breeding and selling wild animals just with one extra step of having to press this chat button. And she's also planning to use her animals as an attraction for her
I would
new
think so.
Airbnb.
So a lot of you guys have been asking about our overnight safari experience where you guys get to stay the night with all of my animals. We will actually be opening up next spring in 2024. So here are the cages. We will be having all different types of exotic animals. So this big cage will actually be the monkey and lemur cage, and you guys will get to see this right through your very own window in one of the rooms that you guys stay. So you guys will get to see the lemurs run, jump, and play constantly.
Those endangered ringtail lemurs are going to love families with kids screaming at them.
Their drive, I'm guessing you don't want to know. Because it's probably illegal. It's got to be illegal. Well, Red, you would think so, but they're still active. That's the thing. And unfortunately, when it comes to lawsuits, they take a long fucking time. And the way the legal system is working these days, it's not designed to punish people that actually do wrong. It's simply not. It's not designed to punish people that do wrong.
301,000. Papa! I made the monkey freak out. Well, not now, Timmy. Daddy's busy with emptying your college savings account.
Yeah, college.
Because you had to break that Airbnb glass, and now our cleaning bill will force us to get a third mortgage on the house. Thanks, Timmy. No college? But I'm 18. Now it's gonna go next year. Yeah, I know. 302,000. So yeah, this entire TikTok trend is just popularizing owning wild and exotic animals as pets, which is boosting the demand of illegal wild and exotic
6 of one, half dozen of the other,
and I'm
really.
not saying that this is directly the influencer's fault. I mean, that would be insane. Because Cammy herself breeds and sells these animals for profit. But yeah, they're clearly glorifying owning wild animals more so for views and personal gain than they do so to educate their audience. There are many more of these influencers. A friend of mine, Shira on the Wall, actually made a very in-depth video about these exotic animal TikTokers, and in much more detail.
I mean, this just goes to show how dangerous TikTok is.
Why have chaotic exotic animals when you can have normal cats and dogs?
Simple answer, Devo. Because normal cats and dogs are for plebs. It's internet clout. It's all about the fucking internet clout. Unfortunately. It is. It is unfortunately all about the goddamn internet clout. Which is going on to TikTok. Which is why social media has gotten out of fucking control. It's why I do not actually have a problem with regulating social media so anyone under the age of 18 cannot use it. I'm actually okay with that. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, I'm actually okay with regulating it so anyone under the age of 18 can't use it. Because that is the driver. Social media is what is driving everything he's talking about. Is all social media. Because that's where they get the internet clout. And for some, it's where they're making money. Like the one video that made like $800,000 from hosting animal, farm. But so many of them just want clout. And it's sad that that's where we are in society, where internet clout for many people has more value than actual fucking money.
Highly recommend checking it out after first finishing my video. I'll leave a link in the description because I want to talk about the next level of the iceberg in much more detail, since those haven't been addressed by other creators. Like from level 2 and onwards, the creators behind each channel are irredeemable pieces of shit. Should have their channels instantly banned, all of their possessions taken away, and put on an animal abuse registry. After hearing all that, you're probably not surprised to hear that level 2 is called the short animal kids content, which definitely isn't foreshadowing a deeper level called long animals kids content. Now, with short animals kids content, I'm not referring to those cute pet compilation videos. Many of those are actually wholesome, so those are fine. No, what I'm referring to are channels, like, remember those Squid Game hamster channels from a few years ago?
Player 101 eliminated.
Which got exposed for their extremely abusive behavior, forcing hamsters through dangerous obstacle courses, even though they were clearly distressed.
Which this hamster was falling is pretty high for a hamster. It was it looked like a foot to 2 feet, which for a tiny little hamster is a large drop.
And after outrage and thousands of reports, YouTube did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. In fact, now, would you be shocked if I told you that this has gotten worse? Like at least 100 times worse? Like, now we kill our animals and feed them poison on camera while advertising all of this to kids. Worse? But yes? Well, don't be. Because that's exactly what Animal HT does. You might recognize the channel from the content that I showed at the start of this video, and even though that was already quite extreme, that was actually one of their less abusive pieces of content, because Animal HD commits a wide variety of animal cruelty on both YouTube Kids and regular YouTube. For example, you know, those egg opening videos, which they have many of, and if they're not opening plastic eggs with animals trapped inside,
Jesus,
they often make their
that fish was not even submerged to allow water to get through its gills. And which, by the way, a fish needs to actually be in motion in order for the water to filter through its gills. It actually needs to be moving for the water to properly pass through its gills, and then for the gills to be able to extract the oxygen from said water so it can fucking breathe. So all those fish in those eggs were basically suffocating because they could not move, and therefore they could not get oxygenation from the water. And that last one wasn't even fully submerged. Can normal fish suck water and pass their gills? I thought they still had to be in motion too. Okay, it's just sharks I'm thinking of. Okay.
Baby monkey open chocolate Kinder eggs, which they then feed to their baby monkey, their duckling, and their puppy.
Oh, for feck's sake.
Yummy.
They're feeding chocolate to their baby monkey, duckling, and puppy.
Yummy.
They just unalived this dog. They just unalived this dog. This is a known fact. You cannot feed dogs chocolate. This is known. This is one of the most common known facts about dogs. They cannot eat chocolate. They cannot process chocolate. It's like poison. So this is deliberate. I mean, yeah, Patrick, yes, this video should be used against Animal HT as animal abuse. Absolutely. And, Mobius, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Phoebe, that is the other issue. Like, when it's stagnant like that, it doesn't stay oxygenated when it's sealed like that. Yeah. Kanito, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're doing it, and they're counting their money from ad revenue. Because these guys are making shit tons of ad revenue with these videos.
Oh my god. Now I probably don't have to explain just how lethal the theobromine and caffeine that's in chocolate is for dogs. But what you might not know is that that's also lethal for most other animals, including ducklings and baby monkeys. Yet, you still have people defending them in the comments? How is this dog actually eating chocolate? Dogs are not allowed to eat chocolate, they might die. You must be careful. And someone responded with, "It could be a different breed." Oh.
It could be a different breed. What the actual fuck? It does not matter what fucking breed the dog is. No dog, oh my god, no dog can eat chocolate. See, that comment right there, we are witness to the smoothening of the brain of generations. We are a witness to the smoothening of brains. This is someone who, that commenter is someone that has spent their entire life being educated by social media. And so their brain is not functioning anymore. Their brain is not functioning for independent thought. It only functions on what YouTube or TikTok or Facebook, Instagram tells them. So that is the generation that is due to take over the world. Are you scared yet, chat? Are you scared yet? Yeah, I mean, statistic, if a dog accidentally eats a little bit of chocolate, it's not guaranteed to die. It isn't, but there's a very strong risk of it. A very strong risk. At the very least, they will get very sick. And, hi, Volch. Hi.
Oh, it could just be a different breed. Yeah, of course, it must be one of those chocolate immune dogs that they invented yesterday. And not only do they feed all of these animals literal poison on a weekly basis, but they also feed them sodas such as Coca-Cola, which I couldn't even get an official result using Google, probably because no one alive is stupid enough to even contemplate giving their baby monkey a highly...
And flat out, he couldn't get an answer for it, but basically, a monkey's stomach is not going to be able to handle the carbonation. That's the biggest risk. Like, the sugar obviously is not good. It's the carbonation that's probably going to really fuck this monkey up and cause it to throw up everywhere. No, hard drive? I know what you're talking about. It's chocolate is in quotation marks for that. It's not actually chocolate. It is a dog treat. And chocolate is in quotation marks, but it's not actual chocolate. It may have like chocolate flavoring, like it may have been made to taste like chocolate, so to speak, but it's not actual chocolate, so it is dog safe. That's probably what you're thinking of. It's not actual cocoa chocolate, which is poisonous. It's not that, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
caffeinated sugared soda, except for the creators behind this content, of course. As a last resort, I had to ask ChatGPT, which said the following: Coca-Cola contains ingredients that can be harmful to their health, including caffeine. This can cause restlessness, increased heart rate, and other health issues in baby monkeys. Sugar. High sugar content can lead to dental problems, obesity, and diabetes. Acidic nature. The acidity of Coca-Cola can damage their stomach lining and overall digestive health. Baby monkeys require a diet appropriate for their species, which typically includes mother's milk or formulated milk, and as they grow they can start to eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, and other foods suitable for their species. And I doubt that the other suitable foods include candy, ice cream, popcorn,
Jesus.
pizza, M&Ms, and hey, we might not be allowed to give them Coca-Cola, chocolate, or candy. So how about we do all three in the same video? This amount of sugar almost guarantees that this baby monkey already has or will get diabetes. And it's not just the either unhealthy or poisonous food they're constantly feeding these animals in their videos to attract more kids. It's also just what they're forcing these animals to do, such as them surrounding their ducklings with crabs, then force their baby monkey Bonbon to...
Hey, he just got snapped. He just got snapped on the hand by that crab. Like, what the fuck? How is this channel still in operation? And, oh god. Gothy the Haslam Goth. Thank you for the follow. Honestly, like, and this is all coming from the same channel. And yes, monkeys can eat meat, but not as babies. Not as babies. Their bodies need to develop and grow into like youth or even young adulthood before their bodies can probably properly process meat. Just like humans. You know, there needs to be that growth and development before they can process that kind of food. Don't say that. Don't say it. We're already dark. We don't need to go darker.
Rescue the duckling, and I'm pretty sure they just straight up killed all of the crabs. And by rescuing, I mean have their monkey Bonbon grab the duckling by its beak and then run away from a giant, badly CGI'd crab carrying the duckling by its neck. Or this one scene where they wanted to fake this little duckling being born out of an egg. Of course, they didn't want to go through the actual effort or time of filming a duckling being born, because then they'd miss out on an opportunity to commit animal abuse, which is clearly their passion in life. So what they did was, well, they grabbed some eggshell And they rammed this duckling's beak through it.
Wait.
His beak through it.
And
they rammed this duckling's beak through it.
Okay. He may have some more evidence to present here. But I'm going to give a tiny, minuscule benefit of the doubt. I don't think it's CGI. I don't think it's CGI, but it could have been like, you know, like a prop or like a fake duck bill. I feel like this may not actually be, yeah, like a practical effect, but not actually using the duck. I get a feeling this was not the actual duck. I don't think they did this with the actual duck. I am willing to give a little benefit of the doubt here that this was not the actual duck and this was a prop that they shoved through the shell. Unless he has more evidence to show in the next 5 seconds. This doesn't look CGI. Well, let's back it up again. This is CGI, of course.
Eggshell. And they rammed this duckling's beak through it. And there are so many more scenes like this that I just don't want to expose you.
Yeah, that it needs. Okay, well, hang on. Okay, look at the duckling's beak here. Look at the duckling's beak. Look at its shape. Look at the color on the tip. Look at the coloration on the tip of the beak. You see that? Plus the shape of it, how it actually narrows to a much finer point.
And there are so many more scenes like this that I just...
Now look at this. It is much rounder. It is much more round and blunt and doesn't have that same discoloration. So, yes, I feel pretty confident. That this is all just practical prompts. I feel pretty confident saying these are practical props. This is not them shoving the duckling's beak through this. So this is one that I will give them that they were not committing animal harm. That this is all practical props. Yeah. So they get 1 point. That's it. I don't know if it's a clothespin. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not a real beak. I don't know what it is. The egg could be fake. It is possible. Although you've got this right here. It is possible the egg to be fake. It is entirely possible. But it's all fake. This right here is all fake. Thank fucking God.
I just don't want to expose you guys to, except for one, which still haunts me. And the only reason I'm showing you this is to show you just how horribly inhumane and evil this channel gets. Which is this scene where they have their monkey Bonbon lay in bed and it's sleeping, and on the surface it's so cute. Until you see just how unresponsive Bonbon is. They grab its head. Bonbon doesn't respond in the slightest.
I saw the eyes flutter.
And eventually you see them do a close-up of Bonbon's eyes drifting hazily away, and suddenly you realize, oh my god, they completely drugged this monkey just for this one scene, which is just...
Okay. That may be pushing it a little. Well, hang on. Babies sleep a lot. And he's making this claim with no evidence to substantiate it. Well, they blurred the eyes.
And eventually you see...
I don't know. He's making claims here. Exactly. That's my point exactly, Grumpy. with babies, even monkeys, they sleep a lot. And when they go to sleep, especially if they're tired, they are down. And they will barely react when you move them. So intense sadistic could be a sugar crash too. But I don't know. It's like
See them do close-up of Bonbon's eyes drifting hazily away, and suddenly you realize...
I mean, he's blurred the eyes so we can't see it, but I'm not going to say that what he's talking about with it being drugged, I'm not taking that at face value. Without having some kind of evidence to support this claim, I cannot take it at face value. Because, like I said, babies, when they fall asleep, they can fall asleep hard. So, could he be drugged? Possibly. It is absolutely possible. But I can't take it just on his say-so.
Oh my god! They completely drugged this monkey just for this one scene, which is just...
It's just because it's blurred, that's all.
YouTube, I'm sorry. I know that they've made you tons of money with their estimated revenue of $13 to $36 million. So I know that you don't want to press the ban button, but when a creator poisons, abuses, and drugs animals in front of kids,
Oh, wait a minute, there we go, we had it unblurred then. Okay.
Abuses and drugs animals in front of kids.
I'm still not sure. Because I have seen babies, when they are exhausted, their eyes might flutter open and do that little roll, and then they just go right back to sleep. I'm still not ready. I'm still not ready to say 100% that the monkey was drugged. But yeah, I mean, like you guys are saying, given what they're feeding this fucking monkey, yeah, it may be coming down from a sugar crash. And that's why it's sleeping so hard. Yeah, Ryget, me too. In this one case, I'm inclined to... Yeah, in this one case, I'm inclined to say innocent until proven guilty. In this one case. Yeah, Cheryl, well, that's what we've been saying. It could have been coming down from a sugar or caffeine high, and it's just exhausted. So, yeah.
Kids, I don't think that there is a single excuse you can hide behind for not banning them. But if you do end up banning them, don't forget about the 19 other channels that are doing the exact same thing, but on level 3. Long animal kids content, parentheses movies. Because you know what's worse than 3-minute, 20-second videos of unadulterated animal abuse? A total of over 10 hours of it every single day over the span of 19 different channels owned by 2 different networks, who are abusing at least 2 baby monkeys among other animals to achieve all of this. So now on top of all of the previous mentioned abuse, now you also have overworking them, and you're raking in millions of dollars while doing it. And Animal HD is at the head of one of these 2 networks, which I noticed after having watched countless of their short 3 to 4 minute videos. But then I started looking at their more recent 1 hour plus videos. They upload every few days. And luckily I don't need to go into these 1 hour plus videos themselves, because they're the same as the shorter ones, except worse, because now the visible abuse...
That looked weird.
They're the same as the shorter ones, except worse, because now the visible...
Okay, chat. Did anyone see that? Did anyone think that this looked weird? Like, the monkey movements and everything looked weird. They didn't look... There was like an uncanny valley... Yeah, there was an uncanny valley feel to it. Let me rewind it again so we can watch it.
Because they're the same as the shorter ones, except worse, because now the visible abuse...
There was I don't know. Maybe it was because of all the shit that was all around it. It had kind of an uncanny valley feel. there. I can't put my finger on it, but there, yeah, I don't know. Sadistic, maybe that's what it was? Not that it snapped backwards. Not that it snapped backwards, but it's just like
they're
the
same
actions
as the
of the
shorter
monkey.
ones, except worse, because now the visible abuse spends.
Just the monkey itself looked off somehow. And I can't quite put my finger on it, but something about it looked off. So I don't know. I'm not going to express opinion on that particular situation either way, because yeah, well, I'm sure it's a green screen and fire, but yeah, like the head movement and the look of the face when it looked towards the camera, it just didn't look right. It looked weird. And hard drive, yeah, that could be. If it's on a green screen, that could have made it look funky. Alright, I'll do it one more time. I can't keep replaying it, otherwise we'll be here all day. But, yeah.
They're the same as the shorter ones, except worse, because now the visible abuse spans over more.
Yeah, it just, something looked weird. I don't know what it was. Yeah, the fire was CGI, but the rest was print. Something just looked weird. And I don't know what it is.
More than an hour at a time.
Oh, God.
So because of having watched so much of their content, I guess YouTube thought I was raving over this monkey getting exploited and treated like absolute shit. And so they started to recommend me some other channels. A whole lot of other channels. And I found out which networks they belong to. Now I could make this long drawn out sequence of how I cross-referenced all of these channels I found, checked every publicly linked email, every business reference in the description, and then used LinkedIn to track possible linked organizations, every tag used on their videos, the similar look of both the video environments and animals. But I don't want to, because fuck these channels. I just want to show who they're allegedly tied to. Allegedly. These channels all allegedly belong to Animal HD, which I did try to reach out to get more information, but sadly they never responded. And these channels
Wait, what did you say?
reach out to get more information, but sadly.
Hi, after seeing your channel's dedication to bring joy and happiness to the face of millions of children, I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing an interview into getting a deeper look into the world of joyful animal YouTuber of your size. What media group do you work with, if I may ask? I reached out to ET Media Group India thinking you were partnered with them, but they haven't responded yet. Sneaky. Sneaky.
They never responded. And these channels all allegedly belong to the Kudo network, which is part of Future Media, a Vietnamese media company, and as you can see on their webpage, they feature most of these channels on there. And I don't know if this is just a translation error from Vietnamese to English, but I find it insane that their About Us page literally states, our products mainly exploit content on YouTube. They're not hiding anything. I can't imagine the horrific torture every single one of these animals had to go through to even be able to obediently work tens of hours a week. And then also see them get abused for every daily upload? Well, that shit just makes me fucking angry. YouTube, please do something about this, because right now, I'm almost ashamed of the fact that I work for you. Anyway, fuck every single one of these channels. I hope the people that are knowingly abusing these animals never find happiness in life. If I could, I'd lock them up for the rest of their pitiful lives.
It doesn't surprise me,
if I
big
were
dog.
YouTube, I'd give them $1 million. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'd give them $5 million. You've probably noticed that I am pretty worked up right now, and, you know, I gotta continue this video. So, to calm down, I've heard that the best way is to watch cute kitten videos. So let's check out this one. Huh. Okay.
Why are you biting that cat?
Biting the cat's ear again. Okay, I think you're actually hurting the kitten. Again? Is this all you upload? You biting the ear of your kitten? They're clearly in pain. How many videos of...
Okay, did someone watch Snow Dogs and think that was a real life tip or something? And for those of you that don't understand what I'm talking about, Snow Dogs is a Disney movie from years ago about, it was a Cuba Gooding Jr. movie where he's a dentist in Florida or California, and he goes to Alaska and kind of gets like a dog sled team because he finds out that his father is, I forget the actor's name, pretty famous older actor. And one of the advice that's given to him, if for when one of the dogs is not behaving and respecting him as like the head of the dog sled team, is the recommendation he's been given is bite the dog on the ear. And when he actually ends up doing it towards the end of the movie, the old guy that is his father kind of looks and goes, I didn't think he'd actually do it. So that's where my joke comment came from.
This do you have? Jesus Christ. I guess this is level 4, secret cute animal abuse. Yeah, so while on levels 2 and 3, most teenagers and adults would notice how cruel the content is just from a single video, on level 4 the abuse seems to go unnoticed. With barely any dislikes. And maybe it's because these creators mainly upload YouTube shorts, so you might have like one of them pop up in your feed every few weeks, instead of watching one Animal HT video and have YouTube instantly think that you're some sociopath who now wants to watch nothing else. I mean, with such little exposure, I can't blame people that a 10-second short where a silly lady nibbles the ear of a kitten might seem cute. But if you go to this channel called Meow and Sunny and scroll through all of their 355 shorts, statistically 80% is not her softly nibbling the kitten's ear, but painfully biting it. And once you notice that, you also realize just how uncomfortable the kitten gets with every single upload.
Yeah, that's what I said, sadistic. I said it was Cuba Gooding Jr. And yeah, Big Dog, the kitten is basically going, lady, will you please fuck off? That is kitten speak for, lady, fuck off. Yeah.
And 206 more shorts if you count her second channel, Old Man 442. But once the bubble is burst, do you see just how miserable this cute and innocent kitten is? This looks like a well-nurtured and joyful kitten. This, however, looks like my parents when they first found out that their son is now a full-time YouTuber. I'm pretty sure that's like a literal form of torture. And I don't think content like that is acceptable. Neither is this guy who uploads cute rabbit videos where every few days he'll upload one of, I don't know, him breaking off overgrown rabbit teeth with pliers.
Oh, I'm sorry, sadistic. If you get ads, just say something in the chat. I'll pause until your ad finishes so you don't miss anything.
Or him luring rabbits into a scary trap for views.
I'm sorry, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't know what he said when he was so, like, the first one was blurred out, but this one, he lured rabbits out of a burrow, and when they stood on this, he yoinked the trap door, and they all just fell right into it. Holy shit! Like, that kind of fear could kill a baby rabbit.
I want to state that I don't think that level 4 is necessarily worse than 2 and 3. They're all awful in their own way.
What? Wait, okay, what did I miss? Hang on, I must have missed something.
Rabbit videos where every few days he'll upload one of, I don't know, him breaking off overgrown rabbit teeth with pliers.
Breaking off overgrown rabbit teeth with pliers. What the fuck? So not only are they not getting proper veterinary care, you're not even giving them the proper tools they need for self-care. Because a rabbit will not have overgrowing teeth if you give them plenty of hard things to chew on to keep their teeth trimmed.
Oh, hello.
Seamus Fox gifted a tier
Thank
1
you,
subscription to
Seamus.
sadist his intent.
Thank you, Seamus. Sadistic? First, make sure you say thank you to Seamus, but refresh the stream. You won't get ads anymore.
Or him luring rabbits into a scary trap for views. I want to state that I don't think that level 4 is necessarily worse than 2 and 3. They're all awful in their own way.
Yes, it's almost over.
That one is lower than the other in the iceberg is because level 4 is more obscure and because it seems as if very few people actually notice the abuse here. Although I think everyone would notice it in level 5. The X/Instagram gutter. This level is so foul, so horrific and disgusting that I'm literally not allowed nor want to show you any footage of it. This will also be the only time that I call a Twitter X, just because it has unsurprisingly gotten way worse after Elon took over. This is mostly very graphic content that just isn't allowed on YouTube. Some might know what I'm talking about just by me saying the word Blender. If you do, then
no fucking way. No fucking way. If that is actually being shown on X, that is fucking horrifying. Hang on.
About just by me saying the word out on you after Elon took over. This is mostly very graphic content that just isn't
Let me see if I can find it.
Show you any footage of it. This will also be the only time that I call a Twitter X, just because it has unsurprisingly gotten way worse after Elon took over. This is mostly very graphic content that just isn't allowed on YouTube.
Alright, hang on. And they ended up age restricting me anyway for showing footage from YouTube Kids.
If you do, then I'm sorry that you had to witness that. I really don't want to go deeper into this. The only reason that I bring up this level is 1, to finish the iceberg, and 2, to prove a point just how disturbing it is that for animal abuse to be banned on YouTube, your content has to be at least the animal equivalent of a Saw movie. That's a social media animal abuse iceberg. I know I kind of forgot to write jokes for this video, but I just didn't feel comfortable adding too many silly.
My friend, jokes would have not been appropriate. You made the right call. You made the right call by not making jokes for this video.
Skits and comedy in a video about a topic as serious as animal abuse. So instead of giving you the occasional badly timed joke throughout this video, I will give you the satisfying opportunity of reporting every channel I talked about in this video from level 2 and on. I'll put all of the links in a Google Doc and share it in the description. Team YouTube, if any one of you are watching, I literally did the investigative work for you. You can check out all of the channels for yourself and simply press the ban button. The reason that I'm not including any channels from level 1 is because I feel like most of them still care about animals and have the possibility to change, but are currently just misguided by clout and views. While every channel from level 2 and onwards are just irredeemable pieces of trash that should never be allowed to make content again. Also, if you know of any other channel or creator committing animal abuse that I missed, definitely leave them in the comments below so I can then retroactively add them to the report list. This is probably also the only video ever where I will not do my outro again. Feels weird to do on a video about animal abuse. But if you did enjoy this video, or well, the way I presented the information in this video, please subscribe and definitely feel free to check out some of my other videos, and you can check the description for my socials.
That was heartbreaking. That was absolutely heartbreaking. But chat, I'm going to say this right now. Okay? And I am dead fucking serious about this. If you want to go and report these channels, totally understand it, go for it. If you want to report the channels to YouTube, go right ahead. No problem whatsoever. But under no circumstances should you harass these channels or harass anyone from the channels on social media. Report them to YouTube. This react is going up on my YouTube channel. So hopefully this will spread his work. This will spread his video. I know Asmon's already reacted to this and put it up on YouTube, so he's got a hell of a lot bigger audience than I do. I will add my YouTube audience into the mix and put this on YouTube so awareness of it can be spread. But do not harass anyone from these channels. Report them to YouTube? Absolutely. I am 100% behind you on that one. Don't harass anybody, please. Because that's not going to get the results we want.